Hello, my name's Vendia and thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. And as it's now sort of the start of October, it is like the month of art challenges, isn't it? There's quite a few going around now. Probably the most well known, obviously, Inktober. But there's quite a few different ones that have cropped up. And also just throughout the whole year as well. Like you've got Mermaid and then there's Peachtober and all that. All very fun. Now, I'm personally not doing any sort of art challenge this month or during the year at all. Like, I think I once before attempted Inktober, but it was quite a long time ago. I know I never finished it, and for that one, I think instead of Inktober, I did like the Goretober prompts, since I do like more of a horror spin on my work, and it just seemed more fun. It got me more excited about the thing. So the drawing you're seeing me do now, it's not for anything. I just love using ballpoint pen. And yeah, I'm just not doing Inktober this year since it's just not what I want to focus my like creative energy on at the moment. Since I'd rather just work on my bigger pieces and then just do little ones like this in my sketchbook. Since just with the other things that I'm doing, since I'm during the week, like obviously I have a full-time job and I also go to training. Like I have sessions 4 times a week, and then I still do exercise outside of those sessions as well to supplement my training. So it's just like all together, if I were to do Inktober, I don't think it will be possible. Since the way I want to do it, I'd want to do like a nice sort of looking illustration every single day for it if I were to do it. And they wouldn't have to be like big, but just even just like a little page on my sketchbook like this. But I just don't think it'll be possible. But yeah, just at the moment, it's just not something that I want to do. Maybe another time, maybe next year, I'll see how I feel, I don't know. I know. Are any of you guys doing any sort of art challenges this month? You can let me know. Like, I do think it is great. Like, what's great about these sorts of challenges is they do bring like the art community online sort of together, and it sort of becomes this one massive project across different platforms that you see everyone participate in. So I think that's really great, honestly. And just seeing what everyone does with the prompts, how different people interpret it differently, I think it's just so inspiring and can be so motivating. And if you're sort of feeling like you're losing steam during the challenge, I think just looking at what other people are doing can be really motivating and just give you some ideas as well. They also really push you to sort of maybe do things that you wouldn't really draw normally, that you wouldn't maybe think about. So, sometimes we do tend to stick to the sort of same themes. Yeah, so it's just a good way to try and do something a bit different. Though I do think it can be sort of like a double-edged sword with some of these challenges, as while it can be really motivating and inspiring to see what everybody else is up to, it can also maybe make you feel like what you're doing isn't like good enough compared to what everyone else is putting out for it, which is kind of silly. And to be fair, this isn't just for like art challenges specifically. I think it's just really for anything when it comes to art. Like a lot of times I feel like it's so easy to just focus on comparing yourself to what others are doing instead of just focusing on how you're improving yourself and the things that you want to do and you want to improve on. Because it shouldn't really be about what anybody else is doing. You're sort of like you're on your own journey, and the others, they've had their own journeys. Maybe some people have it more figured out with how they like to work, and maybe you're still figuring it out. I know I am. I do know that I really like ballpoint pen now though. What also kind of blew my mind when I first realized it is that I know there's people out there that probably like do and plan like their Inktober prompts like in advance. Now, I kind of, like, that kind of blew my mind when I first realised it, since, I mean, I kind of feel like it sort of defeats the purpose of it being a daily challenge. I kind of feel like with these, it's sort of like you sit down on the day and you do it, right? But, I mean, it doesn't really matter though in the end, does it? Just what suits you. It's just, I think if I were to do it, and when I did try it in the past, I just did it on the day and tried to do it start to finish, since it just felt the most appropriate for the challenge. It kind of felt like that was the point. Whereas if you're planning in advance, I don't know, it kind of feels like it defeats the purpose of it a little bit. But I mean, you're still doing the drawing, so in a way it's like it doesn't really matter. It's not like there's any really rules around this. It's just what works for you, isn't it? It's also just like a really good way, I think, to like fill up your sketchbook if that's something you're struggling with. Because, you know, you have a list of like 31 prompts, so you could just use a sketchbook page or even like a spread for each prompt, and you have a lot of pages done, and it sort of can build up that sort of daily sketchbook practice as well, which I think is pretty great. And I did find that, I know before when I tried the challenge, I did find that from these little prompts, it also kind of gave me inspiration of what I could do for like a bigger piece, since I think like bigger pieces, that is what I'm like really into, that's what I'm passionate about really. So yeah, let me know if you're doing any sort of challenges or anything like that, what mediums you're using. I know ballpoint pen's my favourite if I were to do Inktober. And yeah, I hope you like the drawing. I quite like this little guy. So yeah, thanks for watching.